But one thing and one blessed hope that every Seventh-day Adventist or every Christian must have is this. We need to keep believing in Jesus. We need to believe in his prophets. And we need to believe in his word. So that when all these things, the fear and everything is coming, we will not lose hope. But rather, we will look up. For our redemption is closer than when we believe. So the title of my sermon today is called Departure Launch. Departure launch. You know, when you are going to travel, it happened to me one time. And when I was traveling, I got to the airport and I got to the departure lounge. So when you are sitting there, or when you get there, especially when the plane is not ready, you see people doing so many things. You know, sometimes you see some people eating, some people talking on the phone, some people sleeping. And this reminded me of the story that happened on one departure lounge. One man went, and sat at the departure lounge. But while he was going, he bought some kind of cookies. So he was sitting at the departure lounge reading, and he realized that he would put his hand in the cookies that he had already bought, and another lady would put her hand in the same cookie. Maybe this man was a Seventh-day Adventist, so he didn't fight. You know, Seventh-day Adventists don't fight. You put his hand in, pick one, eat. Then, after a few seconds, the lady will do the same thing. Later, he got a bit frustrated, but still, he kept his calm. He was a Seventh-day Adventist. So the time came that they were called, and he went and bought his plane and went to his place. But while he was in the plane, he was always thinking about what kind of a lady who had not been invited to join him enjoying his cookies, and the lady just did that. But he was thinking, maybe this lady had no conscience. As we always do, so many things went through this man's mind. So he got home, got his bag, everything together, and went home. When he got home, he opened his traveling bag. He had a hand luggage with him too. He opened his hand luggage, and that was cookies that he bought. Not knowing that when he bought his cookies, he put his cookies in his hand luggage. And the lady also bought the same kind of cookies, and the lady was eating her cookies. So definitely, the man wasn't eating his cookies; he was eating the lady's cookies. And now he realized that he was rather at fault, that it wasn't the woman. And he just bowed down his head and prayed to ask for forgiveness of the thoughts that he had about the lady, which he was supposed to have about himself. Brethren, all these things, so many things happen at departure lounge. This thing also happened in the Bible. You know, I asked this question that when you are at the departure lounge, what do you do? If you have a time, an hour or two, what do you do when you are at the departure lounge? You know, every child of God, every Seventh-day Adventist, every Christian, nowadays, we are waiting at the departure lounge. It won't be long, the plane will be ready. It won't be long, we will see Jesus coming in the sky. It won't be long that he will say to those that have accepted him as their personal savior to come to a place that he has prepared, that he talked about in the book of John, chapter 18, verse 28 to 30. So the question is, when you are at the departure lounge, what do you do? And brethren, the scripture reading that I want to read, just as to summarize it, is found in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 6 to 8. It happened to one man in the Bible who was at the departure lounge, the words that he write down for us to take. This is what Paul said when Paul was at his departure lounge. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 6 to 8.
The aka edame ho ne otrenini abotre a Awurade otemfuo trene no edebemma me edano na enye benko na emom wona odona yie no nyina ensubi. Amen.
You know, Paul was at his departure lounge, about to die. Oh, now it's time for him to depart. Brethren, during this time, Paul wasn't enjoying life. He wasn't at a party. He wasn't at the church house where he could sing praises unto God. He was in prison. And he realized that he was about to leave this earth. That is why he said, for I am already being poured out like a drink offering. And the time has come for my departure. Now, if it's your time to depart, can you sit down and write what Paul wrote? Verse 7, Paul said, I have fought the good fight. Second, I have run the race. Third, I have kept the faith. And let's stop thinking about it, because we are living in a world today that the coming of Jesus can be any time. Ask yourself, if today is going to be your last day, will you be able to say to your brother, will you be able to say to your wife, will you be able to say to your children or your husband that you have fought a good fight? Can you say that you have run the race? Can you say that you have been able to keep the faith that you were born, the faith that you have been called into? If you have been able to do these three things, then you'll be able to say with Paul in verse 8. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award me on that day. When you read this text, it shows how selfless Paul was. He was so selfless that even though he realized that he'd been able to run a race, fight a good fight, but he wasn't thinking about himself alone. He said, and not only to me, but also to all those who have longed for his appearing. Paul was thinking about you. He was thinking about me when he was making this statement over 2,000 years ago. And this is what the Lord expects every Christian to act. If we act selfless, we take that attitude of Christ, and we allow humility to take over the pride in our lives, then we can have the mind of Jesus. Paul was in his departure ranch. But he was not afraid of death, because he knew that he had fought the good fight that God has called him to fight. He has run the race that he was supposed to run. And the faith that he was called in, he was able to hold on to it. So, my brethren, I'm just putting these same three questions to you. Have you fought the good fight? Have you run the race? Are you still keeping the faith? If the answer is yes, then we can say with Paul that we are waiting for the crown that righteous judge will give to us. And brethren, the last text I want to read is Hebrews chapter 12. Although you can read for us. Verse 1 and 2.
Mayen to Adisopia, Nepone, Erinch, Neta Yamushian, that is your party in your was talking to I can see a day in every you can fall in 4 years. Or fair and each year and done in 20 no, I send you our money. Now, well, more than you will. Now, what's
Amen. So this is the concluding text. I want us to share that as we run our race of faith, we have to understand that there are so many witnesses gathering around. Some of them had already finished their race. Remember, Paul was saying that it wasn't only him, but it was waiting for us too. So, brethren, I'm just encouraging you. Fear may come, but don't let it affect your faith. Whatever is happening on this earth, the God we serve knew from the beginning. And if we cannot even think about what will happen tomorrow, don't be afraid. Keep trusting the hand of God. He will see us through. And as we keep running, fighting the good fight of faith, running a good race, holding on to the faith, we can say with Apostle Paul, on that day, that we have fought a good fight. We have run the race. We have kept the faith. And now Jesus gives us that crown. And this is our blessed hope. As a Seventh-day Adventist, we know Jesus is coming. It won't be long. Until then, let's keep faithful. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Oh, Abisiafo yebeda obo ade Nyankopon ase enne yen ediniye. Opanso nko afa so ame aye nhira. Ade gisem ne se wonam sofo ne mpanimfo so ennam asafo no so ma afidi atre akowiase nyina. Mpempren ya no sui yakọ Italy memu Verona bahema wone ne dom enso aba ahomesna na se wasan abo na won kwaso Nyankopon nhira wone dom kese a mo nso mo Italy akochi memu atoyira nche mo atu mo nyina no ba ne dom kese ehwe Nyankopon ya mo china ni mo nyina betwi nkomo da ko nyina se ye mamomoni tie na sabe no ye be madmede na akọ na wie no ya sorry penini elder Asamoah Frimpong Eshra Esom no so amaye.
Do you dear ma ye kosora dia ye fata wudi ma. So why yes she pa. Pempo akwasidi anka esiesie o ma yintimi hie mu no. Agwankọ bia eso. Na fe unam ubo ni so ehira yen e wo wasem. Hwa nwanwade a edede se chirichiri omai horo binom so mpo aboabo ho no etie wawrade wasem e awrade wona wayo aseda nka da wona obey so gu abawo esro se ma honhom enkoso nwa omaye nyinara na emegu akoma paso na enso abapa dabi yenso ebrem se wawrade wo ye wo dum no tumi mu nti yetimi ne Paul akasa wokopa no yakon na America pa no so wo dum nti yetimi etu Ejidie no so so ye munti yetimi akora so. Ba se waje yenti dabi ye hunu ye honi ye ho anim ewa enim ho. Enkoso sa no rade so fayensi mata ba yunase. Yenim hu a etuo. Yenua no wa itare memu ye so se hira wo maye. Me ahoro a yenti mobodi maako odonfo ye so se fa wonsa to ma so maye. Toronto ha wasafo dom ba bi mu biara wo Kristo nti hira ye me amanyirara. Hira wo ma Pompa ya mabiase atumfo nyina topimpa kuma ngo rade oso denso mayen hintaye mu yesum efrew esrew se ye tiama won se wo hiemu a rade tira won ya wonyo afa won krai intawo mu o man panyimfo ni apamfo kodo a wo susu na wo pam se obetimi mpo apemu aye bi aba ne yekoso e Mesrɛ wo Yehowa, ɛho to brɛ ma wo din so. Ɛfa wo nsa to mma nyinaa so ma yɛn nso yɛnyɛ kɔn mu ntwɛn wɔ Awurade. Ɛto yɛ soro. Yɛfa wo ho akɔtɔ so dua yɛn mu. Yɛadwene ntim wɔ Awurade wo so, pɛ sɛ wɔahyɛ yɛn bɔ. Sɛ yɛadwene tim wo so deɛ wɔbɛkora yɛn so wɔ asomdwie di mu. Yesu sɛ asa akɔhyɛ mmara mu ɛbɔ ma yɛn so. Yehowa na wotwe ɛda yɛn mu yɛde yɛn ho hyɛ wo nsa. Sɛ wɔra nkasa wo ne yɛn tena. Yɛhyira yɛn sɛdeɛ wadɔ yɛ si teɛ. Sɛ wopɛ nti yɛbɛhyia mu bio na yɛbɛtete yɛn ho ne yɛn ho nka no, Awurade ma w'asomdwie ne hene wɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛ koma mu. Wɔ Jesus Christ din. Amen.
Amen. Sabe, ansa ne bija ama announcement no akoso. Nen kan se mi aba yi se faso na ma asafo no ko wi ase na se de ko aka. Babo Yakobon wish papa so no do ma mi se I don't big that ton kan ya ba se kabo ma de ba ne no so ni dodo. Nti o ma se mi se da bi se de na bi a wo beti yen ka. Nka ma to ato ye nyame hira mo na ebi nso abisa se ye program ya no pay de no me ensample no e ma so. Pamcho ebeba so Eastern time, right? And European time also, they can say 8 CBT, a bunch of the Ayi and from to me, that's the so the sign of Majai, not media ma, before not in Kabubia or more at us.
Remember, I don't know what you treat the most ceremony ba lie so my sumbo, I mean, also Kamo baby, I'm Biara. So Mompaye Mayembi. Rofolum Nya this year with Toronto, no, she share Wahoni. When Nanyamia Biama said Trinity Radio, Betima Paso, Naya, I did to my why I see a dear, to say, I may be a fine Amaya Koya Sora there. And when Tigame at Pen, Queada and Yumreno or Chip, a Bayam Pie Boston. Real ministers for no young share, na said the alliance and Wahono, or more mesti you have ra. Me at young Capra Lion, in a shim no chipre, na ya bompaye, the pretty same no, ya, I don't from pieball. Yami, I don't want Sarah near the torso with Fiada, and also Bayer Disnia said in a yellow down or sorry piano, Fiada Disniano, a bed torso. Yeah, said the interior room sits here, and the frost here, a bed torso sounds, and also no more trick, the casino crown. Yami, I don't want the yet. Now, what dream on penny for and so Krato Befa, Maso Mamma, Model would be a bit to be a befras of Mano, said he would be a better to your money home can see and Fred, I don't see sequence again, Frewa. Now, my good beer or why, you boom line and then soften or off friend says you took me can you be 2 Americas and the sample, they could give from one, you be better. Yes, sir. Yes, you share your money a thing, maybe new Yadopia walk your mama then say, give it to me, acting your money upon camp. The passer, then home piano number fra, a quan or one friend, then you would be easy to be a possible. So, I so when you be a one of your free movie, yeah, said yes. If say yes, you can your own tea, the home to bring you be home, find a member so. But crying so to see this year, you not doing understand.
Amen. And they are muti maybe that part faster for I work Canada. To have say 7-day Adventist heritage and now muti. And I may have more on the side of Joseph among quite in penny for until them. I mean, Islam.